Thank you very much for joining this webinar. It's my first webinar. For those who don't know me, but I think most of you do, my name is Nicoleta Hayek. I have 25 years of experience in global sales and business development. And since April, I opened my own consulting business. And I'm very happy to have you in this meeting. We are going to talk about how to create a system, how to implement a system, because you will see that having systems in our busy life will bring us more clarity and will make us be more confident in what we are doing. If you have questions, please place them in the chat and or just raise your hands and we can stop and get the questions. So ready to start. I will share my presentation. I'm trying to see everybody. Hey Miriam, good to have you. Do you see my screen and everything is fine? Can I just start?
Yeah, everything is fine.
Perfect. So again, thank you for joining. You can place, if you want, in the chat. I would like to know what is your role. If you are interested in the sales program for you or for your team, it doesn't matter too much. Both are perfect to me, but just for me to hit both angles. And today's goal is very simple. I want to give you a clear framework you can start using from tomorrow. It's no theory, no manuals, no inspirational talk. It is a system. We will cover the three foundations of a scalable sales engine, and these are focus, structure, and clarity. I will show you how to build this in 8 weeks. Most teams are having a lot of activities, and they do not need more activities. They need focus to go to the right customers. They need a good structure for the conversations they are having, and they need clarity for the next steps. Activity doesn't equal progress, unfortunately. We see all these busy entrepreneurs who are doing things maybe 14 hours per day, but the results are not there. And as I'm always saying, if you don't have profit, you have just a hobby and you don't have a business. And here we are trying to create a system that will create progress, that will give us customers, and in the end of the day, profit. So if I ask you now, which from these three do you think is the bottleneck today for you? Is it the focus, meaning that you are chasing too many wrong fit prospects? Is it structure? Your qualification is soft, discovery is inconsistent, or is clarity, meaning that you have that stall because the next steps are really vague? If you don't want to comment in the chat, it's fine also. But just keep it in your head because it will be important for you in the next steps. And don't be afraid to see that most leaders and entrepreneurs, they have at least two from these three, meaning it's perfectly fine and we are here to fix this. I cannot see the chat. If you see anything, Jamie, just let me know if there is anything I need to take.
I said all three.
You said all three. Thank you. That's even easier if you can just turn on your microphones and you tell me. Yes, there are a lot of leaders that have this, especially at the beginning. Because at the beginning, when you are, especially if you are a solo entrepreneur and you need to do everything by yourself, then you get in this wheel that is turning and turning, spending a lot of time, doing a lot of activities. But at the end of the day, You don't know if the results will come, if your actions are in the right direction, and if you are doing the right things. And this is what we are trying to clarify. So what is this chaos problem? Well, as I said before, we do not have a clear ideal customer profile. What does it mean? It means that every shiny object that is appearing in our way, meaning any possible customer that has the minimum interest in our products or in our services, makes us think, okay, maybe I should go on this way. Oh no, maybe I should go on that way. And today I'm going here, tomorrow I'm going there. And then I see that, okay, I don't know exactly to whom I'm talking. I don't know exactly what is my strategy, what should be my message to reach the right client for me. So that's one. Then we have an inconsistent qualification, meaning that we waste hours on calls that get us nowhere. It means we take calls, we talk, and maybe we spend 1 hour, maybe we spend 2 hours because they have a lot of questions. And then at the end of the call, they tell us, well, I will think about it and see how it is. It's not about the objection, it's about inconsistent qualification. And I will show you in a few minutes how to check that and how to make it a system and not to lose that much time. The third one is that we don't have a defined process. We are winning with deals just by luck, or we are closing deals. It happened one time, but we cannot do a repeatable system. And if you want to scale any business, you need to be able to do a repeatable system. Then the fourth one is we have unclear messaging. For example, if you are in a technical space, you go and you talk about your product, you talk about the features that you have, you talk about everything, but nothing in the language of your customer. You need to talk benefits. What is the value that that customer is receiving from you? And in that way, the things will be more clear. It could be that, for example, you need to talk with financing, or you need to talk with technical managers, or you need to talk to CEOs. And every time you need to be able to adapt your language and your messaging to the right stakeholders. And this is also what we will learn in this program. And for example, I put here, I placed a question, and I would like you to take a piece of paper and write this down. We are doing, or I am doing, if you are all alone in your business, we are doing a lot of, what kind of activity are you doing, but not getting whatever progress you want to have. Please, I will leave you just 1 minute to write this down. If you want, you can open your microphones and tell me, or write it down in the chat, up to you. But it's important for you, at least, to be able to write it. And if you are a bit stuck and you don't know exactly what to write here, I would think of my last 3 customers and what did they had in common. Did anyone wrote or?
Nothing in the chat, but I can start with what we do. We do a lot of meetings, but we don't have a lot of next steps, and we don't go into the meetings organized with what we want to happen in the meetings.
Oh, that's a great, thanks, Jamie, because I have exactly the structure. You will see it in 5 minutes. So, for a clear process, and I think that will be very helpful. And I got, for example, that we are doing a lot of proposals, but not getting decisions. And this is the reason when this is happening, when you are going to the right ideal customer. So if they are not prepared to work with you, you can do a lot of meetings, but they will not take decision to work with you. Anyone else who wants to tell me directly?
Yes, I am. In my case, I think there's quite a bit of 2 and 4. As I'm still learning my way through that, I think my brain is still needing to do that shift into selling because I don't come from a background of selling. And maybe I am not explaining enough the value, you know,
Yeah.
possibly.
So basically, you are doing a lot of discovery calls.
Yes, I've done a lot of calls and that led me nowhere. And now on reflection, probably because maybe I'm not conveying the value I bring enough. I'm talking more about the features and my experience, but not about how I'm going to solve their problem.
So that's one of the main things in sales, active listening. We need to let the customer tell us what are the needs, what are the pain points, and then we can match our product and see if our product or service is able to cover those problems and pain points. And once that we discover that, yes, we can, then we do go to the next step and we create the value. I will get there in 1 second, but that's great. Anyone else want to tell me what maybe?
Yeah, so my answers are very similar to what you've already shared, and it really depends on who on my team I'm speaking on behalf of. For some of my team, we're getting a lot of proposals, but not a lot of decisions. And then for others on my team, we've got a lot of prospecting, but not a lot of next steps. So it's a little bit of a combination depending who on my team I'm speaking on behalf of when I say that.
But the problem seems to be in the same circle. So
very similar problems.
Yeah, a lot of meetings, a lot of activities, a lot of calls, but no decision and not closing, right?
Correct. Very correct.
Anyone else? Move to the next one. So we will start with focus. And here is how to choose your perfect fit client and how to speak his language. And we will analyze 3 points. So your ideal customer needs to be fit, economics, and trigger. It means that when we define, these are the 3 things that we will look. Is he the right fit for us? Is he the right profile with our ideal customer? Let's say, yes, it is. Then we look to economics. Does he can afford us and the deal size makes sense? So does he have the budget or not? Is he willing to invest or not? And then we have the third one is the trigger event, meaning did something happen that changed for them? They hired, they raised funding, they lost a key person, they got a compliance requirement, whatever the event was that is creating the urgency to start working with us. That is bringing us, so if we have the ideal customer, if we know that he has the budget and he has also the eager to start solving his pain points, then it's the right fit and it's the right focus for us on that customer. Sometimes we don't have all of these 3. If we don't have it, then we need to work with it. So again, let's do a small exercises. I haven't said, but everything that I'm doing is very practical and I want to be hands-on. And I know it's difficult in a webinar because I speak 80% of the time, but during the sessions when you are in my trainings, I'm not doing that. So basically it's more practice exercises and real cases because I think that makes the full difference when you see your business and your actual case stories inside of the exercise. So please write so the team who gets the most value from us is, it can be the team, it can be the client, it can be the segment, it can be whatever. So who because they struggle with what is the main pain points they have. It could be 1, it could be 5. And they care about what is the main outcome, what is the transformation that you would like for them, what they would like to happen once that they buy your product or your service. I can give you an example. So the teams who get the most value from us are engineering-led business-to-business companies, because they struggle to translate features into buyers' outcomes, and they care for higher win rates. They have long cycles, so they want to have short sales cycles, and they want, of course, bigger sales deals. So something like that. Who, pain, and outcome. This is very important for you to understand and then to keep focusing on this. Does anyone know already? You can do this exercise also tomorrow or the next day. But if you want to run it through me or get my opinion, then please let me know.
May I ask you, actually?
Yes, please.
So in my space, I provide governance, risk, and audit services, advisory, mentoring, and training. So the teams who would get the most value from me are governance, risk, and audit teams, or I can look specifically, let's look specifically at audit because they might have different things, because they struggle with being unseen, unappreciated, having problematic relationships with the business, and they care about the outcome. And this is where I am struggling, actually, is I think the outcome is they care because they want to get promoted, get better outputs, get more sponsorship from the board, and all that. But I am sometimes finding that, well, at the end of the day, they're getting their salary paid regardless, even if they're not doing a great job. So is it urgent enough for them? Is it, and this is where sometimes I struggle that maybe I am not hitting the real urgency.
Well, my opinion, so I don't know exactly in details your case, but I think you are talking to the wrong person. So you are targeting here 2 different types. You are targeting here the teams, but you should also target the director of those teams, the leaders of those teams. The leader and the team, they have different objectives. They want to have different transformations. So if you are talking to the leader of those teams, the leader wants for them to have clarity, to have a good process, to be able to have that drive to be better, to be more valuable in the team and everything. Is that correct or not?
Yes.
Okay. If you are talking to the teams, and one thing here, I think the reason you don't know the outcomes is that basically you haven't talked to a lot of people in this area. I'm pretty sure if you go and you ask, for example, if you ask me, when I was in my corporate job, what would be your outcomes that you would like to have? I would tell you in 2 minutes that I would like to have this and this. It's very easy. So the reason that you don't know yet, you didn't have enough discussions with this kind of people that you are targeting as your clients. That's once that you talk to them and you will identify that there will be some that, yes, they want a salary, they don't care pretty much if they will be advanced, not advanced, they will do this medium survival mode. But you will see that in those teams, there are people that want to do more, that want to become better, that want, and then you can trigger those people. And then you can use those people to talk to their leader and then to go to the leader and say, hey, if you want to have this kind of team, we need to work with these people in order for them to get a drive, to get everything that is needed. So you need to, as I said before, there are more stakeholders in many cases, especially in business to business, that you need to talk to. And I think those are the ones you need to influence.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
We have one in the chat.
Can you read it, please?
Yep. So here's my attempt. The CDOs and data managers who get the most value from Claris are those who lack visibility and resources to structure data governance. They want an automatic diagnosis, clear indicators, and a prioritized roadmap to align data governance with strategy.
But then it means that who, the pain, and the outcome. Is that correct?
Yeah, thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, who is target here is the data manager and the CDOs, the leader spot, and for industry, for industrial SMEs. Yeah.
Small, medium enterprises. The only thing what I would do here more is to go more on their pain, to find, to go deeper. What is deeper that pain? Kind of problems do they have? What they are not able to advance with that pain? And what will happen if they don't solve that pain? But we will get there in a second.
I did a qualitative test with them.
Yes.
And the pain for me, the pain was lack of resources, because in data there are some specialized competencies that we don't find. So there is a lack of resource, and also complexity to prioritize which data project we're gonna launch, because we don't have an idea about the ROI or the impact, and the lack of visibility of the organization, and that was the pain that they communicate.
Yeah. In that case, if they don't have the funding, you don't have what to do. If they have some funding, then it's your job to identify together with them which gives them the best return of investment and which segment they should prioritize first. And if you are able to do that, you will build your expertise, and then they will trust you to work together with them.
Thank you.
The second step is structure. What does it mean, structure? It means that we should have 5 questions and test to every qualification discussion. That you receive a lot of leads, yeah? You receive people that somehow show some interest. They say, yes, I would be interested working with you. But then when you start talking with them, you see that there are some hiccups. There are people, as I said at the beginning, they are doing these qualification interviews for 1 hour, 2 hours, sometimes even more. I would say, if the customer is completely new, if you don't know about it, you should not do it for more than 15 to 20 minutes. And there is a very easy way to explain this, because if you are losing hours and hours, it means that you will talk with very few customers because you don't have that much time. And it means that you will not get the right information from your target customers. So I would say first is budget. Is there a budget allocated or accessible? Yes or no? Is there a priority in solving this problem? Is there at least in the top 3 priorities for him? Yes or no? Then in the impact, what happens if that pain point is not solved? I don't want to trigger the customer. I want to be talking with him in empathy and understanding, but still it's important for me to understand how important is that to him. What is the impact that I can create if I solve that problem for him? Then stakeholders. How many stakeholders there are, to whom we need to talk, who takes the decision if this project will move on or not. Maybe you've heard in business to business, there are from 5 to 8 stakeholders that we need to talk to, at least. It could be different areas And for each stakeholder, we need to be able to get the right value, to get the right messaging, and to get the right point of view for the pain, because sometimes the pain can be completely different. For an electrician that is working in an industrial environment, it could be that the line is not working anymore, it stops, he needs to make a lot of service to it, a lot of maintenance, he works a lot. From the CEO point of view, it could be that that line, when it stops for 10 minutes, he's losing 10,000 euros or even more. From the acquisition point of view, it could be that they have 15 suppliers and they don't know exactly which is the best value for the money. And normally, if they don't have that information, they will always go for the lower price. Is that clear? Because that's a very important step. And then we have timing. When does he want to start? Does he want to start now? Let's go and move on. If they don't want to start now, then we put them in the backside of the interest and we will not follow them as a first priority. So budget, priority, impact, stakeholders, and timing. Questions. If you have 3 from the 5 that you know it's the wrong answer for you, you need to exit with respect. So even if they don't have the budget, it doesn't mean that you will say, okay, I lost my time with you, you don't have the budget, why you even called me? No, that's not what we want to say. I understand it is involving a budget. I am here at the right time. When you will have the budget, you can come back to me and we can find a new strategy for you and we can find how to work together. Simple as that, with empathy, with clearance, but we need to be able to follow our goals and to follow our structure.
Question, please, Nicoletta, if you don't mind.
Yes.
I think it's kind of easy enough to qualify the priority, the impact, the stakeholders, timing. But how can we ask about budget allocation and availability in 10 minutes if it's a new client and we still building the relationship?
So if they already qualified for 4 of them, you can make more time. So if you are starting to have discussions and you see that, okay, they have priority, I can make an impact, I know the main stakeholders, maybe I don't know all of them, but at least I know 1 or 2 that is taking the decision. So it makes sense for me to find out more. And if the right timing, then of course you will put them in your priority and you will follow up. And then you can talk for 2 weeks, 2 months, or whatever the timing is in your area of expertise. So for sure, yes, that's not the question. But for example, if you talk to somebody and they have the impact, your product can do an impact, they have a priority, they want to start, so they have also the timing, yeah? They don't have the budget. The budget is a disqualifier for you because either you will find a solution for him to have all the time in the business you can do 3 types of offers. That's what is recommended. You have the standard one, you have the premium one, and you have the VIP product. That's exactly the same in industry. You have a product that is, let's go into the locking systems. You have mechanical locks, you have digital locks, and then you have NFT locks. Or you can, whatever the service it is, you can sell him the app, you can sell him the implementation, or you can sell him your time and your involvement 24 hours. It's exaggerated, but you understand what I'm saying. So either you find a product that is also creating some impact to him, maybe not the impact that he wanted in the first place, but for that one, he has the right budget, or you disqualify.
Okay.
Yeah. I had planned here, if you want, for example, to do a chat with me, we can do a quick role play. If you want to learn a little bit about how to talk in this kind of meetings.
I think it's important. Like I think it would be great.
Jamie, if you offered. So let's say, what do you want to be? The seller or the buyer?
I would like to be the buyer, please.
Then I'm the seller.
Yep.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Just to make sure this is useful for both of us, can I ask you a few quick questions?
Yes, that's great.
So first, I would like to know, is there a budget that you already allocated for our service that we are discussing today? Or do you need some approval for it?
I am the decision maker, but I'm not sure yet. I'm just starting out, so I don't know that I have a budget for this.
I understood. Got it. And in terms of priority, where does this sit relative to your other initiatives? Is this maybe in the top 3, or you are more in the segment?
Exploring, but it's becoming more and more of an issue. Otherwise, I wouldn't have sought you out.
Mm-hmm. Cool. That's good. And do you see it like a Q1 initiative, or maybe is a Q2 initiative? Where would you place it?
I would say Q2 right now. If it's something that I think has a high ROI, then I'd want to move it up because then it just removes this problem.
That's really helpful for me. Thank you very much. So it sounds like it is on the radar, but not immediately in the first plan. But that's a good thing. Would it make sense probably to reconnect in maybe February or March?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Perfect. Then what I will do, I will send you a little bit more information. If you would like to spend some more time about this, we can have a call. But I would suggest let's put a meeting in February. Do you have your calendar with you? Can we fix now a date?
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's just say, is 10 of February good with you?
Yes, it is.
Okay, then I will just make a notice for me for 10 February. I will send you an invite, so you have it also booked in your calendar. And then we can reconnect there, and whatever details we need to settle, we have time until March, April, where you start your initiative. If you have any budgeting needs or anything, rough pricing, just let me know and I will provide those details for you.
Will do. Thanks.
Cool. Is
It's
it?
very efficient.
Thanks. 25 years.
And as the buyer, I feel really good about the letdown.
It's not let down, basically. So I'm willing to provide you whatever information you need in order for you to advance with your project. So I'm here to provide those information, but still I'm not wasting my time if I know that the decision for going for this project is in Q2. It doesn't mean that in Q2 we will close the deal. It means that in Q2 he will have the budget. At that time, he will have the priority. We will discuss the impact and we will see that the impact is there for his problem. And then we will find out, okay, to which stakeholders do we still need to talk? And when can we start? Cool. Let's go to clarity. This is your topic, Jamie, because you said at the beginning that your team does not have a real plan on how to go from one opportunity and how to get to the closing phase.
Yes.
So there are 5 steps. If you, I don't have here, but theoretically, the sales process is a circle. It starts with a lead, it goes to qualify, value proposition, objections, close, and return. It means recurrent customers, or either by coming back, the same customers, either by providing marketing leads from other clients if they were satisfied with your product or service. And everyone knows the stage. So if you have a team, I would go from now on, this is the step: lead, qualify, value, objections, close. It means that when you talk any opportunity, you will ask, okay, where are we now with this project? And they should be able to tell you immediately where they are. And let me focus now on objections, because there are a lot of people. So you have the lead, you qualify it in the calls that you had, what we discussed already. Then you have the right messaging, you have the right value, the right outcome that you are providing to your customer. And then you hear the objections. Of course, if you are a good salesperson, then when you start to talk about the value proposition, you already start to anticipate some objections. But let's just say you get the objections. So what is the next step? And I place here for you to have this as a framework. So when you receive an objection, you need to validate it. I told you, I like to make sales with empathy. I like to create value for the customer and not to throw on his neck my solution. That's not what I want. I want to build relations. I want to build a value that will give him the right benefits and the right transformation. So, validate, yes, it's a fair point. I understand. Budget always matters. If the prospect is saying your price is too high, then you need to reframe it. What, for example, if I can tell you that teams like yours typically use this to cut the stalled cycles in half within 16 to 90 days, which usually pays for itself in the first quarter. So you reframe the value, you show him what is the return of investment if he is using your solution. And then you ask, if that were the true case here, would there be a budget unlocked for this solution? And the same, for example, if I'm going to your solution, if you would have better teams that will do work more proactive and they will be more attentive, would that make sense for you to unlock the budget in order for us to have this training or program or whatever you want to say? Yeah, make sense?
Yes.
Then coming back here, so now we discussed the objection, and how about the closing? If you did the discovery well, if you build value, you handled the objections, then the close is the next normal step. It's just logistics. So if the stakeholders saw the value, you can say, okay, you need this product, blah, blah, X. We can deliver Y. Timing is, let's say, Z. The sensible next step is a 30 minutes working sessions with your opportunity leads and finance next week. I'm looking in my calendar. I have next week free. Is that good enough for you? If he's saying that, well, I need to think about it, or other reasons, it means that the objections were not clarified enough. So we go back to the objections handling. I understand you are saying that you need more time in order to consider our solution. What does it mean that you need more time? Do you need more information? Do you need more references? So you reframe it in a way for you to give clarity, to get clarity.
Nicoletta, just giving you a time check, 10 minutes left.
Okay, I will. Anyway, this is the third point. Thanks, Jamie. So what I want to propose is this 8-week frame. And even if you don't do it with me, this is a frame that you can do by yourself. And here is where I will start. So this is my program. This is the sales accelerator that I'm proposing now. It is a sales accelerator in 8 weeks. And what we are doing is we are talking about mindset and posture, how to shift from closer to a trusted advisor. You will, how to show your expertise, how can you make your sales compass to be seen. That's in the first step. Then we will look on your ideal customer profile and the messaging. What, of course, for all of these, you will receive a lot of templates and weekly prospecting cadence. We will do, so this program is 80% practice, and then we have maybe 20% theory. Then we will talk about the fast qualification and discovery process. We will have a 15 minutes qualifier that we just covered, plus the discovery question bank, and then the email templates that you need to use with your leads. Then we will talk about value, how to provide value, how to make your messaging to be clear, how to make the 30 seconds pitch in any situation with any type of stakeholders, and how to frame your return of investment. And we have the objection handling. This is a full project with all the objections, which are basically for your business. Everything is personalized. We will have maximum 20 people inside of the group. We will be able to make special rooms and to have this made for you. Then we have the natural closing. What are the buying signals? How do we make calendar closes? What types of closing there are? There are at least 5 types of different closing, and we will discuss each one of that and practice in real life. Then we have the deal labs, simulations, once that we learn all the steps of the process. Then we have the personal playbook that everyone is living from this program, 90 days execution plan. This is a full program. It means that you need to allocate 2 hours for the training and for the simulations, and then we will have 1.5 hours for Q&As for you after testing all these all these steps, to come back to me and tell me what worked, what didn't work for you, how to make it better. And here there are some references from people that I've already worked with. And the first one, I placed only 3. As you know, I started my business in April, but I started working with entrepreneurs from last year. I worked with Andrea. She has a logistic company, and she was able to raise her margin from 37 to 42. And how she succeeded to do that is just by clarifying the right. She went from to business. So we changed a little bit the profile of the clients she was targeting. And then we have this, he's an industrial director. He was planning for his team. We made some changes in his perception, and also what is the mind shift that he needs to bring in his coaching for his team. And then with another entrepreneur about the steps on how to qualify the leads, how to bring the leads in, and how to transform them in clients. And for example, Christina, she's not here today because it was too early for her. But for example, for Christina, she was doing qualification calls of 1 hour, sometimes 1 hour and a half. And after our discussions, she was able to reduce it to 30 minutes, not to 15 yet, but it's a work in progress. So what this training contains is trainings, role plays, real deals. So we will talk about your business and not hypothetical cases. You will get the opportunity to interact and to make exercises, then to meet other people which will be in the program. Once that you enter into the program, you will have access for life in the recordings. And even if you are not capable of joining one session, you can come afterwards and review the play, and then you can ask your questions in the Q&A session. And there is the standard price, as you've seen, it's 1,199. But the early bird, so I'm doing this for the first 10 people that subscribe to the program. This is 899. It's an 8 weeks program. And you will also get a 60-minute together with me. And also you will get the return of investment calculator and the template. It's even if you are not decided yet, it's not a problem. Take your time. I don't want to create the FOMO, and not in any case fear of missing out. Don't take it like that. I will put in the chat the link, or maybe Jamie, can you put the link for the wait list? You can get
Will do.
Wait list. And once that we will start the program, you will be notified, and also you will get additional information from us. And you can put also the landing page link. If you already want to enroll and assure your place, then you can start doing that immediately. I would like to take some questions. If you have any questions, I will stop sharing.
I need to jump off, but please forgive me if I mispronounce her name. Miriam had a question. Can we relate instead of validating at the objection step?
I did not have. Can we relate?
Yes, and I need to go. Thank you.
Thanks, Jamie. Relate. What is the difference?
I think validating is quite neutral, because someone gonna tell you that maybe he doesn't have time or something like that, and you're gonna relate with him, telling him that we not validating that he doesn't have. Is more empathic for me than just validating a statement.
Okay, I would say you can say, yes, I understand. It's not a problem that you don't have time right now. Can we fix another date? If that's what you are trying to say.
More like, I'm calling you and I know that you don't have time, but I'm gonna take just 5 minutes of your time, if you, something like that. Being more direct.
I understand, but that's not an objection. It's an objection to your call, but for it, I never take calls with customers that don't have time to talk to me. So if they are saying that I have a pressure of time and it's not the right moment, I always prefer to say, okay, no problem. Can we set another? Because if you are going, no matter what the reason is, it could be one reason that he doesn't want to talk to you. And if that's the reason, it's better for you to know and not to waste time. If it is the problem that he doesn't want more information, you didn't lost too much. If it's a problem that he really doesn't have time, he's in a meeting, he's entering into another meeting, and he really doesn't have time, but he would like to have this call with you again, then you just need to set a new time for it, no matter what the reason is that he does.
Okay, so relating in this case of situation is more misleading than validating. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you.
Any other questions? I hope you found value in this webinar. Please follow it. Follow me in LinkedIn because I will have other webinars. Each webinar is with a different topic, with a different angle on this business. And I'm more than happy to provide free value if I can. So thank you very much for joining and see you to the next one, maybe.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Nicoletta. That was very helpful, very insightful. Good luck with your new program and keep in touch. We'll be speaking.
Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.